Gary, could you share a personal experience from the early days of managing your gout, maybe a challenge you faced or a misstep that taught you valuable lessons others might benefit from?
Um, yes, just thinking back on my experience, some lessons. First and foremost, I do want to touch on the diet factor. Diet is good. It's a good thing to focus on, right? We all should be eating healthy and wanting the best, right? The body's our temple. We want to take care of our temple. We also want to splurge every now and then, and that's fine. Everything in moderation is fine. Just remember, if you have doubt, it's your body's inability to get rid of certain chemicals, and we'll just uric acid, and that's the factor. Um, in my early days, because I didn't know any better, I did turn to cherries. I did eat a lot of yams and citrus, and you name it. Everything that is being discussed within our support group, the Gout Support Group of America, I'd done. Was it bad for my body? No. Was it good? Who doesn't like cherries, right? I can eat cherries every day. That's fine, you know. But to focus on that alone as the magic silver bullet that's gonna put down gout was was a road that I should not have been on, at all. It actually it wasted a lot of time, resources too, right? It's not cheap for some of these, supplements that are out there.
Mm.
And you can't I can't blame our community because I know when you're in pain and you're suffering, you want hope. I get it. 'Cause, I've been there. I was looking for hope. Um, all I can say is this, I'm not saying to get rid of that stuff. By all means, if you want to take supplements, that's great. I mean, I take supplements now for vitamins and stuff that I think that I'm missing. That's fine. That's great. But I know I've been through enough now with gout to where I know that nothing will be as effective as the medicines that are available specifically to lower that uric acid level. That is the key. Take the supplements, eat healthy in conjunction with the relationship you have with your gout specialist, your medication and your dosage. That all should be incorporated into our lifestyles as people that, are in this GAT club of ours. Um, and the second, I think, fear is and learning point for me would be the fear of being known as a pill popper or somebody dependent on medication. Who wants to be known as that? At 24, at 30, who wants to be known as a guy that has to wake up every day and take a pill for the rest of my life? Who wants to be? Nobody wants to be there. But, it was actually a relief and freedom that I experienced once I accepted that reality.
Mm.
It's okay. It's funny that when I have a headache, I don't think twice about grabbing an aspirin and taking it. And in that analogy, when we're sick in other places, we don't have a problem. But when it comes to gout, for some reason, and there's a big lot of people or group of people that have this mindset, I don't want to take pills every day. I don't want to be reliant on a drug. Well, what if I were to tell you you're missing some things that within your body and you need this medicine to even you out and to make you whole? What would you say if I said that? And that's kind of how I had to start revamping the way that I was thinking. And that change in mentality actually allowed me to open up to other options out there, because believe me, there are options, many options out there. I just think that some of us within the gout community had this preconception that medicine is bad. We might have conspiracy theories. I don't know. Just there are some there are triggers. When we say pharmaceutical, it might trigger some people in a negative way. All I can tell you is this: tools can be used for good. They can also be used for bad, right? And you see it all over the world. Medicine can be used for good.
Mm,
I'm living proof of that, my friends.
mm.
I'm living. So if we can get over the hump, that stigma of taking medicine or being dependent on medicine every day, it's going to go a long way. And that's real. What I'm saying, I'm not, just hyping something up. This is real. And I understand. I'm talking to you as a person living with gout that is in the gout community. I've been through it. I'm on the other end of it. I'm in a different chapter of my life. Many of you are still in the first few chapters of the gout journey, right?
Mm.
This is a struggle that you'll have to work through for yourself. But if I can add, any encouragement to you, I would just say that we don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Medicine is actually can be used for good. And again, I'm living proof of it.
Gary, when Stephanie asked you that, I thought you were going to say, and I'm just going to say it now, that one of the pearls you picked up along the way is because it took you a long time to get to me, right? As you say, 16 years, but you had seen many other doctors over time. And so that to me was a teaching point, that if you're having a bumpy ride with your gout, with your high blood pressure, with your diabetes, whatever it is, if that doctor or that provider, just with their level, their skill set, can't get you to a good place, don't feel bad about getting another opinion. Not at all. We all need to have an open mind and go, listen, I value someone else's opinion because I want a good outcome. And I've come to Dr. Edwards before saying, hey, here's my trouble right now. Can you give me some advice? And we all need that. So take home message. If you're having a bumpy ride, things are not going well, you don't understand why you're not making progress, get another opinion.
Thank you for that. Yeah, absolutely. That is one of our hallmarks, right, at the Gout Support Group Americans. And the same thing with Dr. Edwards with the Gout Education Society, where we're all in the game to empower patients and physicians to push back on managing gout the right way. There's a right way. There's a wrong way to manage gout. I'll just
And a plug for
Yep.
Dr. Edwards Gout Education Society this is nationwide. So there's lots of people out there that are not knowledgeable in gout. That's fine. They're knowledgeable in other things. But if you need to find a physician who's knowledgeable in the fundamentals of this illness, the Gout Education Society has a website and a list of doctors geographically oriented so you could find someone in your area to get help. That's really important.
Right. Yeah. One of the biggest lessons is this, Chris, is if you are not able to advocate for yourself, right? We say this a lot. No one else is going to advocate for you. And that is coming from me. Lesson learned from 16 years of trying to get a diagnosis. And trust me, it came from a place of respect too. Just the way that I was brought up, I am taught to respect my doctors and respect my elders. And when I go to a doctor's office and they tell me that I don't have something I think I have, and I kind of know, I'm pretty sure. There's a part of me that don't want to push back, and we're afraid to offend, and we're afraid to be disrespectful. And I'll just have to stop you right there and just say, hey, the most important person is yourself. If you can't advocate for yourself, then you cannot advocate for the people you love. If you're not well, you're not going to be able to love and support the ones you love like they should be respected and loved. Period. And even think of your employers too. Think of, in a very practical way. When I had unmanaged gout and the pain was so real, I would take that pain with me in the car to work, sitting in my cubicle, working and fighting the demon of pain while trying to do my work. And, the employers lose out too. Everyone loses when we're not able to advocate for ourselves. So think of it that way. It starts with you. You're the most important person. And so do whatever you can. Find that voice and speak up.
Thank you both for that.